So some of you guys wanted to know more about the Revel DTF printer. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how this thing works and what I do to get it up and running, going on a day when I have to print, because I have to print about 50 DTFs today. So I'm going to print them out. Full back and left chest logos, the same logo. So let's get started. First things first, when I come into the studio, I go ahead and I turn this switch on right here. That's the switch that controls this film right here, but I don't let it control it. I actually roll out some film because I find it works better. That's just a quirk that I like to do. I roll out the film as it prints so it doesn't like do that or whatever. Anyway, then I flick this. You don't have to do that though. I flick these open, all the nozzles open to let the ink go through, and then since it's in nap mode right now, I turn it on, wake it up, just press that button right there, hold your finger on it. You guys see that? Hold your finger on it. Okay, there it goes, and it's powered on. And I go ahead and raise this hatch right here. And I will put the film up a little bit because I'm about to do some tests. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull it down a little bit over here so it can drape over the tray. And then I go ahead and turn this on because I know I'm about to use the dryer in a little while. Alright. It turns on right there. And just so it can heat up. Alright, here it's on. I'm going to turn these two off right here. I'm going to turn that off right now and just let this heat up to 110 degrees. And then I'm going to turn on my air purification system right here, guys. Alright. Had to adjust the cord right here because it wasn't all the way in, it wasn't turning on, but now I got it plugged in. I can feel the heat heating up over here. Air purification on. It's go ahead and it's going out the window right there. And alright, so now we're on. I'm gonna hit clean because I had cleaning solution in here for the few days that I wasn't here. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it clean, and while it's cleaning, I'm gonna go ahead and fill up my humidity devices right here because they're both empty. But right now it's cleaning. You can hear it cleaning right here. You hear it. This takes a little while to clean. In the meantime, what I do is I get my file together that I'm going to be printing. So I'm going to raise this open and I'm going to see if it's on this computer right here. And if it's on this computer, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I set it up. So let me search my files real fast, guys. Okay, I found my file that the customer wants printed on my computer. So now I'm gonna hit print. I'm gonna hit clean again to let it clean twice. All right, let it clean twice. That's just what I do personally. Okay, so now that I know exactly where my file is located, let's go into the software, shall we? Let's. So now we are inside of the software and we're getting ready to get our files all situated so we can print them out. I'm gonna go, and this is the Vivid Rip software, guys. Vivid Rip XL right here. Vivid Rip actually. I'm gonna press click, press the plus button, navigate to my documents folder, and go ahead and find the file, which is right here. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and open up this file. When it opens up, can't really see it because obviously because it's white. Okay, so now I'm gonna change the size of it. I think we're gonna do 10 inches, I believe, or was it 11 inches? I don't remember. I'm gonna go and measure it first because I have a few of these printed out. I'm gonna go measure it so I can make sure of what size it is. I don't really remember. It might have been 11 inches. All else fails, give the customer something bigger, right? 11 inches. All right, cool. All right, now I know I'm printing quite a few of these, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to go to copies. All right, side by side. I know I want to print about that right here. It's telling me how many copies it is right here, so I'm just gonna keep on going. I know I want to do 50 of them. I don't know if I could do all 50 at the same time, but I'm gonna try. All right, there we go. All right, 50 copies. Boom. Just like that. And then I'm going to raise this so they have a little bit of space between them. Alright, a little bit of space between them. Alright, So that is going to be sufficient right there, guys. All right, I'm gonna press OK, and then it's going to articulate and put all my files down here. It's gonna be very, very big, and what I do is I center it to the center of the page right here. So I go ahead and hit the center, and that puts it in the middle, as you guys can see. You guys can't see the design though, but it put it in the center of the page, just know that. All right, and now I go to color adjust. Don't really need to, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit 40 right here to put a little bit more white on here. And because this design is white, I don't need to adjust the saturation or anything like that, so I don't have to worry about that. Like these adjustments, I don't have to worry about it because I'm printing all white, you know what I mean? All right, so press OK there, and I'm going to go ahead and create the file. I'm gonna delete this one right here that I already have printed. I'm gonna remove that from the queue. Yes. Bring this back up and go ahead and print to file. All right, you have to create a file in order for the VividRip software. The VividRip software creates the file, and then the Print XP or Hosensoft software sends the file to the computer. All right, so you rip it right here. So I'm ripping the file right now. Sometimes if it's too long, it won't let me rip it, but let's see what happens. Okay, so it is going to let me rip this right here, because I would have got the message that you can't rip this file because it's too big or it's too long or something like that. Anyway, yeah. So this is ripping right now, and when it's done ripping, I'm going to put it in the Hosensoft software, and then the Hosensoft software is going to send it to the printer. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the Hosensoft software, and I'm going to do a test print of something. Alright, so I'm going to click right here. My phone is ringing. I'm not going to answer it. 1 second. Hello?
Hello, this is Emily reaching out to talk to you about the new self-employed plans now available through United Health. How's your day going so far?
This is a computer. It's not Emily.
Alright, so the reason for my call today is to let you know that United now provides an outstanding health plan package tailored exclusively for self-employed individuals.
Alright guys, so I have my test file up on the screen right here that I'm going to print out. So I'm just going to send it to print so that the colors can start flowing. And actually this step is not really necessary. I just like to do this before I start printing anything, just so that the ink can start circulating in the system. Alright, so always send the test print. Alright, so I'm going to hit print, and now the printer is going to start printing some stuff out, and you should see those colors coming through. Alright, excellent, excellent, excellent. Here it is right here. See the colors coming through, and I just want to wait to see the white, and when I see the white, then I know that I'm good to go with my other image right there. Alright, I'm just checking to make sure my print head is aligned, my white is aligned with my color, and there I can see it is on the money. And like I said, it doesn't matter because I'm only printing white, so the white doesn't need to be aligned, but I'm just checking it anyway just to make sure nothing went off of alignment. It's good practice. Alright, so right now it looks pretty good, so I know that after this prints out, I can go ahead and start printing my my file. Okay, so I'm just waiting for it to finish ripping in this software right here, and it looks like it's done because I don't see any bar at the bottom. So now I'm going to go back to Alt-Tab, going to go back to Print XP. It's my progress bar saying that this is almost done. And as you guys can see, it is done. Alright, so now since that's done, it's going to go to job history in the back. I'm going to go ahead and open the file, search for a file, and I'm going to grab my 9.5 Kitchen and Bar White PRT. Alright, I'm going to open that up, and it's going to open up in the VividRip software, and I mean in the Hosensoft software. Alright, so now I have it open in the Hosensoft software. I can go ahead and start printing, but before I start printing, I am going to put some white powder in here, fill up the trough. Alright, so let me remove this off of this and this off of that. I'll put these things over here. Alright, and my magic little red party cup right here that I put powder in. Sound weird. I'm going to put this right here also. and this is going to be interesting how I film this. How do I film this? Alright, so I'm going to get this tray from down here. I'm going to pull this out. It's got all the white powder dropped to the bottom, and I'm going to fill it up right here. Alright, boom, boom. Nice little walkthrough for you. Alright, I can't do this with two hands, so let me put the camera down. Of course, you know I meant I can't do this with one hand. So let me put the camera down. So now I'm dumping the white powder in now. Dump the white powder all up in there. Alright, and actually as I'm dumping it, some of it is coming out, which is weird. I don't know why it does that. It's not even on for the white powder to come down, but it comes down anyway. I'm not sure why. Alright, so boom. That's closed. I'm going to spread it out a little bit with my little wheel right here. I don't know where my brush is. There's a brush that comes with this thing. I don't know where it is right now. Wow, a lot of the powder is coming down now. So I'm just going to close this up, and I'm going to start printing. Alright, I'm going to put this back down here. Actually, I'm going to leave that open for a while. Alright, this spindle right here sits on the edge of the film. See these little flanges right here? They sit on the edge of the film like so, but down here, so that the powder can stay in between. It's gonna go, the sheet is gonna go down into here and then down there and loop around. This little contraption right here is gonna be sitting at the bottom, right? And it's gonna hold all the powder in the middle of our sheet, so that the powder doesn't fall out on the side like it does with other DTF printers that don't have anything like that. Alright, so I'm going to keep it right here for a while until we start printing and some film gets fed into there. Now we are up to speed, up to temperature with our heater right here. I'm going to go ahead and hit shaking. I'm going to go ahead and hit belt forward. I'm going to go ahead and hit suction on and cooling and dusting. Alright, I'm going to wait for the dusting. I'm not going to do dusting now. I'm going to do dusting after the ink comes down, after the print comes down, and we're all ready to go. Alright, so now boom, now I can hit print, start printing out this job. Alright, here we go. Go with the white. Took a little while, did a little outline. I didn't know this had an outline on it, but clearly it does have an outline on it. And here comes the white. Looking good. And like I said, we're gonna do about 50 of these. Should time it for real, but there we go. Shaking and baking. Knocking out these DTFs nice and fast. Put your order in at AlanAWade.com. AlanAWade.com to put your DTF order in, guys. You see how fast these things print out with no hesitation, no dilation. Looking good. I love this thing. Alright, so now that my sheet is kind of up, I'm going to go ahead and let out some more. You don't have to do this, but I like to do it because I think that it feels to me like the bar kind of interferes sometimes and it starts doing some funny pulling when it does it. When it does it by itself. I don't know. I'm just picky like that. I don't know. I like it the way I like it. So. Alright, so here we go with the first set of prints, and I do think that these are probably too big, but it's okay. It's alright. They look huge though. They do look huge. And I've printed these out before for this customer, and I don't think I printed them this big, but I don't remember. So all else fails, just go big. Alright? Just go big. and I am going to do another 50 of the left chest. Alright, so we're pressing the back and the left chest. Alright, so now the film is coming down here, but it's not enough that I can feed it through the suction right here. So I want to let some more come down, then I'm going to connect that to that, then put that on top of that, and then start dusting so powder can go sit on top of it. Got it? Alright. Gotta do this thing 2 at a time. That's almost 4 out of 50 right there. So right now, while this is doing this, I can go edit a video. You know, I can go embroider something on the embroidery machines. I can go get ready for a class, straighten up some single needle embroidery machine for classes. You guys see this right here? You guys haven't seen that yet. Oh yeah, it's going down. Class is starting soon. Class is starting soon. It's going down. You see it. You see it. Exclusive first look. Alright. Here we go. So now that we've got enough film down, I'm going to go ahead and grab that. I'm going to turn off my shaker, turn it off for a second so it stops flapping. I'm going to grab this, I'm going to curve it and put it up on the belt. Now the belt is holding it up with the suction. Alright, I'm going to place it on the belt carefully because, yeah, okay, so I place it on the belt right there, just like that. Cool. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and get my red cup right here. Put this thing on here. Hold on. Too close. Sorry. Place that on there, like so. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to get some of this powder and manually feed some of this on here. Alright. I'm going to sprinkle some on my bears. Sprinkle some powder down there on my bears. That's how we get this thing going. Alright, I'm going to leave it like that for right now. Leave it like that for right now. Alright. Leave it just like that for right now. Got some powder in there. Got my little wheel contraction thing to keep the powder. Now you notice how there's getting a little lump right there, a little loop right there. I'm going to adjust the film in here, and that's going to take that away. Alright? There we go. I adjusted the film. Kind of weird. I adjusted the film over here, and that kind of lowered that down. It's weird. And the only reason why it does that is because I don't think some type of way it's like perfectly in a straight line. I think it's very, very, very slightly, sometimes very slightly not fed in straight. So that's one quirk about this thing. That's one quirk about it. But making progress, guys. As soon as that wheel right there gets past where my duster is, I'm gonna turn it back on. And since it's in auto mode, it's gonna go ahead and start knocking off the powder and feeding in the film at a nice even pace. Alright, so we're doing good. We got 2, 4, 6, I think we got 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. My 8 or 10 done already, so I'm not sure. Alright, so we're almost a little past the take that thing. Alright. So in a little while I'm gonna turn that on. Alright, and I don't want the belt to go on right now, so I'm gonna turn the belt off because I don't want anything being sucked in. Because if something gets sucked in right now, it's not being dusted off. I want the thing to get dusted off. And the reason why I waited to turn on the shaker, because the shaker is going to hit the back of the sheet right there, right? And if that wheel was not in the right position, it would have knocked this wheel off. And right now I can tell it's going off a little bit, so I'm just going to put it back down in the trough. Alright, so now that it's past that, I can go ahead and turn on the shaking. Turn the shaking on. Now it's knocking off all the extra powder. I'm going to turn the dusting on, right? So it can start putting down some more powder. I'm going to close this off to avoid its toxic chemicals. And then I'm going to turn the belt on to go forward. And now, set it and forget it. So it is a little bit to get it started, but after you get it started, you're good to go. And that is how we get the DTF printer going. You see the film going up in there. The black bear is going to dry. You see the prints printing. And right now I'm going to go back to the back right here. And I'm going to unroll my wheel a little bit more. I don't have to, like I said, but it's just a pet peeve of mine that I like to do. Just so I can make sure everything is going smooth, because I don't want any hiccups or anything to go wrong with my prints. And if there's anything that I know that can possibly go wrong, even though it won't, even though the machine is going to suck it in because I turned on this switch right here, and this switch makes this thing roll automatically after that bar starts to come up. Even though that works, I don't want to take any chances because I want my prints to print fine. And right now, my prints are printing magnificently. The flow is going straight for the film, and it's just knocking these out. Look, so right now we're 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. I'll be done 50 prints in no time. Still going. Still got the powder. There's enough powder there now, so I'm just going to stop my dusting, turn that off. Plenty of powder in that trough right there to last the whole print. Now I'll come over here and I'll check out my prints coming out. Now I got to drop this down inside behind this thing right here, because this thing right here is blowing cool air. It's blowing cool air. Alright, so there's actually a wheel behind here that I'm going to put it behind. I don't know if you guys can see that. You probably can't, but I'm going to try to get you guys a view right here. There's a wheel underneath here that this has to go under. Alright, so we try to put it behind the wheel. Wheel right here. You try to put it behind the wheel. Alright, under that wheel, and then now that it's under the wheel, I go under here as soon as I get enough, and then tape it to here, and then that rolls it up as we go, and then we're good to go. Let me feel right here. Yep, nice and gooey. That's a DTF. Rolling, rolling. Let's see where we are in our progress. Actually, let me correct that white. Color adjust. Oh, it was already corrected, so it's good. I don't have to worry about that. Alright. Okay. Boom. Boom. Alright, now we can see where we are in our printing. Alright, we're almost halfway. Alright, we're almost halfway. But you guys can see how fast this can get done. A whole bunch of prints right here. Alright. Prints. No problem. 200 prints, no problem. 300 prints, no problem. Send me your orders and I'll knock it out with the Ricoma Revel 2402T. Stop playing with it. So guys, I finished all my transfers. They're all done. I turned off the machine. I put the cleaning solution in the head. I should have showed you all that, but Fidel stopped by. Say what's up, Fidel. Fidel,
what's up, guys?
Yeah. So we're just hanging out, chit-chatting for a little while, but let me show you guys all the prints that I did. And this is just a few of the prints that I did today. There's a whole thick stack of those transfers right here, and this the left chest forearm, whole thick stack right there. I'm gonna go home and press these. But yeah guys, that is basically how I run my DTF printer. I also went ahead and I filled up my mist machine right there so it can keep the humidity up on it. Turned everything off, and I'm ready to get out of here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and liked how I just wanted to show you, give you guys a feel of how you run this thing when you first come in the shop. So I hope you guys got a better understanding of it. Let me know what else you want to see. I made a video already showing how you wet cap it and everything. You do maintenance when you're about to leave, and and how to leave it on standby mode. So I'll probably tag that video, put that video in the video card. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?